and tea and all the Mardi Gras. Maybe I'll go in March and just show my tits.
Do it if for a freebie. If you're gonna throw
I don't think anyone would give. I don't think anyone would give me beads.
They might do to put your shirt back on. Who knows?
To get me rid of me. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah, tell us a bit over here, because I've had people asking me about the festival and recap, if you will, all of the great stuff that we got going on, particularly Saturday.
So I was just trying to fix the stream because we having some technical issues. So I was just
You're having YouTube issues, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think I fixed it. Then?
Yeah, sorry, I'm back now. I think I fixed it. Right. Yeah, sorry. So if you notice like weird looks on my face and everything else a minute ago, that's what I was doing. I was concentrating. I was trying to sort YouTube out because it wasn't working. It's now working. Yeah, so we kick off Thursday with an investigation at Bosworth Hall. Then Friday, we are on our coach trip. We have our lovely tour guide, Penny Griffiths-Morgan from Haunted Histories, leading us for the day again. This year, we've kept the location a secret. Nobody knows where we're going apart from myself, Rachel, Gemma, Nikki, obviously Penny, because Penny chose the location for us this year, and the coach driver.
Let's see if she remembers it.
Yeah, and the coach driver, and that's it. None of the guest speakers know where we're going, and none of you are going to find out until we are on the coach on our way. Penny has some clues that she's going to give you on the coach to see if anybody can guess where we're going before we see a sign for where we're going. That's the plan anyway. And then when we get back, get ready for our evening we're having dinner all together. So that's all our VIP Ultimate Angelic ticket holders. We'll be having dinner with the four of us, your hosts, and all of our guest speakers. And then our entertainment for the evening after dinner is Mr. Thompson. Do you want to tell people about that? And then I will pick up after.
Oh, right. Okie dokie. Yeah, no, it's a little intimate evening with Rob, and it will be, I can assure you, completely family reliable. And don't ask me what that means, but it will walk a delicate line. So, and you'll have a laugh. We'll all have a laugh together, all at Rachel's expense. And there's going to be some fantastic readings going to be happening. We'll do sort of a combined, if you will. We'll talk a little bit about certain people out in the audience, that might have someone come through for them, and also maybe we'll be delighted with some future life projections and maybe a lot more besides. I think it's going to be a great evening. What I call this is a combination of my experiences coming out as a medium, my trip when I said my trip, I don't mean my ongoing trip throughout the United States, and the strange idiosyncrasies and funny sort of nuances and differences between the UK and the US and how we sort of do things, they do things. And so it's going to be action jam-packed with all kinds of lovely, delicious goodies. And then I will, on that note, of course, lashings of delicious beverages to spice the evening through. And of course, throughout the entire weekend, you will be treated to the absolute unending delight of Rach and Karen, and see just how seamlessly they pull off this gargantuan task of Festival Unexplained 2023. Back over to you, Rach.
Your optimism in us is greatly appreciated.
Yeah,
but
thanks.
no pressure.
Moving on. Saturday, moving on very quickly. Saturday we have all our guest speakers, well, not all, where half of our speakers will be doing talks on the Saturday. We will have our exhibitor stalls, so a whole range of different stalls for you to go and wander around and purchase from throughout the day. Also, over the weekend, we got workshops and things as well. Am I missing anything on Saturday during the day, Rachel?
We've got workshops, we have speakers, we have stalls. The awesome cake people are back as well. So Quackers are back this year. So you can go and just completely go on a sugar high with Quackers. They were amazing last year.
My waistline is screaming.
Mm-hmm. I think half my teeth fell out after the weekend. I ate many cakes. It was just
so
they
good.
were amazing. So good.
Good.
And we've got so many amazing stall holders this year as well. So we actually have twice as many as last year. So we're
twice as many and more of a variety, isn't there, as well? There's lots of different. We've got a lot of new stall holders this year that we didn't have last year. We have some returning stall holders, but then we do have majority of them are actually all new to us at the festival, which is really good.
One from Yorkshire, two from Yorkshire,
two from Yorkshire. Then Saturday night we've got our dinner, followed by, well, not just followed by, the Gothic Masquerade Ball, which includes dinner, I should say, the other way round. There'll be loads of photo opportunities. We have the amazing Happy Accident live band that we had last year. They are coming back and gracing us with their presence again. And we also have karaoke. So after our live band this year, we will also have karaoke as well. Begrudgingly, we have. Less said about that, the better, because And then on Sunday, Rich was thinking, Karen, please. Sunday, we've got stalls again, and we've got workshops, and we've got all the speakers that didn't speak on Saturday will be speaking on Sunday. And then we will be ending the weekend with a Q&A with all of our guest speakers. So you get an opportunity to ask them any questions you may like. I was going to say something then. I can't remember what it was now. Rachel's gone.
Well, it just doesn't matter. You have a think, because I have a burning question, actually. Cool. So, Rob, we invited you back this year due to popular demand. So you came over last year. It's the first time we've ever worked with you. And people just were desperate to have you back due to the readings and just how slightly bonkers you are on the dance floor as well. So we had to bring you back this year for that reason. And is that the first time that you've ever had any sort of real interaction with, the paranormal community within England, and how did you find that?
Absolutely is. It was my first event there, and which is kind of bonkers because, but not because I've lived here in the States for 27 years. When I left, really the paranormal was sort of something that I'd always pushed aside and sort of done other things, as they say, the coin of phrase, life, what happens when you're busy making other plans. And I gradually embraced it after moving to the States. So yeah, it was really fantastic. I mean, I couldn't have possibly imagined the outpouring of welcome and love and support, and making so many amazing friends. It's just just really overwhelmed, and enjoyed every single minute of it thoroughly. So some of the nicest people, I think, paranormal community. Maybe I'm a bit biased being a Brit, but some of the nicest paranormal enthusiasts I've ever met. And so that's why I'm thrilled to come back. And as far as being asked for, well, I just want everyone who asked for me to know that I will settle up with you as soon as we get boots on the ground up there at Bosworth. And yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to coming back. The Northern people have a very special welcome, much like the Southern do here, but with more teeth. And you know, it's just an incredible place to have such an event. I mean, you can't get much more historic than that, right in the center of England. Last year we made some pretty interesting contact with a number of different spirits, some good, some not so much, and some sort of like not really related. They were just a long attachment to some of the people that came along, which made it even more exciting. But one thing I have to say that I enjoyed the most was the ghost hunting, the giving readings. I think we did 22 private readings as well on the side on the Saturday. That was just extraordinary, all of it, beginning to end.
Yeah. You never seemed to stop though, did you, with the readings? There was a bit of a queue waiting. So you have got a booking system this year, don't you? So are people able to book those readings first before the festival?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, if you go to my website, which is very easy, which is spiritmedium.com. And you'll see my bookings in there. If you choose the dates, when you go to click on make a booking, you'll see in there a tab, a drop down that for the festival dates on the hours that I'll be giving private readings, and you can just book accordingly.
That's fab, because the reception that you had, especially after readings, people were coming away and they were mind blown by the things that you'd said to them, and they'd all vouched to come back again, and they wanted to have another reading with you. So I can assume that you're going to book up very quickly. So if anybody does want to book a spot and have a chat with Rob, then head to his website before it books out, okay? You might not get the chance when he's there. So squeezing while you can. I'm going to have to book myself on.
Oh, you know that I got you, girl. No worries. No worries.
It's just us. I don't mind. So is there anything in particular you're looking forward to about this year then?
Gosh, you know,
I know it's the same kind of format, but now you've been once, now you're comfortable with it. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, no, and it's funny because this year it coincides with us coming out in the UK in different formats. I can't. No, not just yet. Well, anyway, that we're going to be all over UK TV, so we'll be on the only couple networks that are doing paranormal over there in the UK. But we're gonna make an official announcement about that soon, nearer the time. But it will be this year. And that I think is going to be fantastic for me in so many ways, because gaining some notoriety in the US is great and all, but my heart will always belong in the red, white, and blue, with the red cross and the stars and the stripes second, So I think that's probably going to be the catalyst that lights the fuse to start up me doing other Paracons over there in the UK. Event coordinators hit me up because the Ghost Fighters is coming to you. Yes, we don't need only American imports. we make fantastic programming. There's a little show that lasted 20 gazillion years called Most Haunted. You know, that's what I grew up on. That was my staple, you know, growing up. And that was years before, I think, you know, even Jason Hawes graduated high school. You know, we were sort of like the innovators, you might say.
Yeah, absolutely. They opened the doors for paranormal investigators internationally. Yeah. It was no longer a taboo, and it wasn't just an entertainment or a freak show. It wasn't a Victorian seance. It was this is it. This is what we should be looking for. And there were no tech, no gadgets. I mean, it did become mildly ridiculous as it went on, but we've all seen the footage. But ultimately, they opened the door for paranormal investigators internationally.
Yeah. Well, and I think it really that was everyone had to be everyone's really that they're sort of starting, they're sort of lighting their fuse with that, because how could it not? I mean, I think they're I don't know, 17 seasons or something they did. Typhoon, Nikki's Scallion saying, Typhoon, what's wrong with you, man? Yorkshire tea all the way. Well, Rachel probably put you up to saying that, but
there's the great tea debate happening in the chat there. So everybody's talking about tea. You've started something here, and personally, I'm from Yorkshire, and I can't stand Yorkshire tea. It's Tetley. You've got to have a Tetley tea. It's great.
Tetley.
Not PG tips. Typhoon, you only get 1 cup out of a Typhoon. It's too weak. A Tetley tea.
Tetley makes tea, right? That was the old commercial. I can't remember what the something was. Tetley makes tea.
I am sure you've a few years on you, Mr. Thompson, so I don't remember.
Nice. It begins. Look at that.
So Karen's just apologise. She's having some technical difficulties. So she's dropped off and she's just rebooting her internet, and she'll be back soon. But we've got loads of comments up here. And I forgive me, but I am not good with StreamYard. So let's have a look and see who's this. Let's have a look who's commented here. It says Facebook. And this is Daniel Winter. So we've got Dan Winter. So can't wait to see you all again this year. We are looking forward to seeing you too, young man. And beautiful missus. We love Lauren.
Daniel is a sweetheart. He and his wife, just fantastic, good people.
Oh, Alistair, it took many years for my ears to recover from a vet screaming. I think we can all still close our eyes and still hear that. So,
well, you know, and Carl's got to still hear it, you know, if he's not deaf by now. But
I don't even want to think about under what situation or circumstances that might be in. But yeah, God bless him.
and you know what? I think that Richard Felix, I think he's gonna he may outlive Keith Richards. You know, I mean, someone told me that he actually passed 15 years ago, and it's actually an animatronic. Keith Richards, no, not Keith Richards. Well, maybe he's probably animatronic as well, but also Richard Felix. I think he's I'm a big Richard Felix fan. So I hope one of these festivals that will have him. That's great fan.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. And weirdly, I was flicking through the TV channels about a year ago, and Come Dine With Me was on. And it was the couples Come Down With Me. I don't know if you're familiar with the show. It's where couples go to other people's houses for dinner and then they judge them. And I'm watching, I'm thinking, good God, that looks like Richard Felix. And I'm certain that was him. So if anybody can answer that and clear that up, then please put it in the comments. But I'm certain Richard Felix was on Come Down With Me. But yeah, he's a really good guy. And he's got a great team that work with him. There's Gina and Peter who work at the Derby jail. They're amazing. So he's got a really great team around him. And it was nice that he didn't sort of fade away or vanish after Most Haunted. And he just stuck at it. And what that guy doesn't know about Derby just isn't worth knowing. He's such a good guy. So there seems to be there's a new karaoke debate happening here. What's going on here? So let's have a look. So Nando, Daniel Winter, you are doing karaoke. Dan's reply, 100% can't wait, me and you together. And then we've had, I'd only do it with you, lol. I think anybody watching, earplugs may be required for the festival. Once those two lads got on a microphone. So important burning question though is, what are you singing at karaoke?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Are we going to get out of you?
I might do a little Elvis, or I might do some Elton. My Elton John is pretty. It takes some beating. It does. It definitely does. So you'll maybe find out.
And it's raining then.
We should pass, Rach. We should have a little box, all right, for a charity. For a good charity. That, for example, pass it around, and once we raise a certain amount of money, then the karaoke stops. And see how quickly we can get that to fill up.
Oh no, Karen did have a credit card out. It took some convincing to get Karen to do karaoke. I begged her last year and she said no. But I think that we will be having charity buckets around the location as well. Because not only is it an opportunity for people to come together and get to meet some of their heroes, you are now firmly one of everybody's heroes. So well done. Just smash onto the scene. But we are also raising awareness and raising money for CALM, which is the Campaign Against Living Miserably, who assist and advise and guide people through moments of utter despair, suicidal tendencies, and helping families to pick up the pieces if they lose somebody through suicide. And it's a charity that's very close to Karen's heart. It's a charity that she's been campaigning for a few years now. So we do have some links on the website should anybody want to donate to CALM. So that's Campaign Against Living Miserably. But we will have some buckets as well. So bring your change. So the change you get from your cake, you can go put it in the bucket. It'd be great. And absolutely great. I think we've absolutely lost Karen. Let's have a look. Let's see who else is commenting. Who's this? Someone's gutted. Who's this? Hi, Rob Thompson. Gutted, can't make the event this year. Oh, that's Craig. It's Craig Greaves. I think Craig's going on holiday.
That's right. No, you go ahead, Craig. That's fine. I see how it is. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. All the other days of the year that you could go on holiday, but no, that's fine. Yeah, go on. No, seriously, I'll miss you, mate. Have a good time. We're off on your global trip trot.
Karen, you're back.
I'm back.
Karen's back.
Sorry.
Where have you been? What have you been doing?
I had to move rooms.
So I'm wondering, because all I see a Facebook user. So if you, depending on how you're joining us, it will or won't show who you are. So maybe if it does not, then maybe you could just say who you are.
This one is a great one. So this is from Alistair. Please start the karaoke by getting everyone to sing Ghostbusters.
That's a great idea.
That's more of an end of the night kind of thing when we've all drunk way too much tequila, and that's the end of the night kind of karaoke tune is that one. And somebody and Craig, and then Craig here, Salem and the Conjuring House are calling. Sorry, buddy. So
that's a good place. What can I tell you?
So what's next for you? What happens after the festival? What plans have you got in place? What are you doing?
So me, I will be I'll be just stopping by and seeing my dear old mum for a couple of days, and meeting, hopefully for the first time, my nephew, who is currently in utero and is due, I think, in about 9 days' time from now. So counting for even a week late, I should be just right about on time. Well done, Ollie. Good timing, mate.
So exciting.
Yeah, my brother Oliver and his other half are having their first child. So that's a couple of things I'll be doing there.
And it was your mum's birthday the other day, wasn't it?
What?
Wasn't your mum's birthday the other day?
It was my mum's 75th birthday. Yeah. And
we love mums at the festival. We love mums. And I know that Karen's mum is particularly looking forward to getting hands on you and giving you a squish again.
Karen's mum is just absolute sweetheart.
It's my mum's birthday on Monday. She will be 70.
Oh,
so Mum of Festival of the Unexplained will be 70 on Monday. I'm sure she loves me for telling everybody that.
That's awesome. Happy birthday to your mum.
It's fabulous. And just for anybody's information, just wanted to put this out there, but it's also my birthday just shortly after the festival. So please bring gifts, cards, money and drink. Thank you very much.
It's your birthday just before the festival.
I know. So it's the festival just after it. So I'm going to need to drown my sorrows as I mourn the loss of my youth.
Again.
It's again, yeah. I've done it every year. But I'm still not as old as Karen, so that's okay.
You will be in September.
I've still got a couple of months on me though, mate. So
you both wear it well, though. You both wear it well.
A lot of makeup, lots of dodgy lighting.
I mean, considering your lifestyles, I mean.
Considering our lifestyle.
You wish to elaborate, kind sir.
All that stress organising all year round. I mean, people think, nothing to. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Last year, I think there was a week you had off, you said, and you were already working on the next event, and so, I mean, I don't think people at home realize just how much logistics and organization go into this and into an event of this size, and it's what, doubled, tripled in size in its second year. So good job.
But we live through it, don't we? We love the stress. I say that really? Now. Ask us after the festival, but it's not just the planning stages, but that we enjoy. But we also like to be able to put faces to names. There are people we've been speaking to for decades that have been in the paranormal world, and there are new friends, and then to actually meet them face to face and be able to have a catch up and a hug. And now there's no more COVID restrictions, and it's just a great opportunity to come together as a community and finally meet some of the people that you've been speaking to online for years. So it's the joy of seeing people's faces and the new contacts they make. And some great things have come out of the festival as well, not just for us. It's not just us that have made friends and made great contacts and been networking, but it's really nice to see others. Like I see that you have been interviewed by Nando. So there's you now being approached by podcasts and video chats from those in the UK. And it's not just you, it's all the guests and speakers from last year. So it's opened up that line of communication between people on the earth plane. And I think that's what's really lovely about the festival is it's not just a wild party. It's not just getting to meet some of the most influential people in the paranormal field, but it's also getting to make some friends.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, during COVID, putting those 3 online conventions on, and that was stressful. Putting those 3 online ones on, they were all live, and getting to actually be able to invite some of those people that were part of the online events to actually come and attend last year. Like yourself and Dan, obviously I interviewed, Eddie and I interviewed you during the online ones. And so we got to bring you out last year, and we actually got to meet you face to face. And like this year, like with Daryl, I've yet again met him doing the online ones. Get to meet him face to face this year. So yeah, getting all those different people that were part of the online events to then actually, and then all those people that were commenting and everything else, in them actually physically coming to last year's event and actually getting to meet them face to face after them following the festival and, you know, watching everything online, it was really nice to actually meet a lot of people last year that I'd been speaking to for goodness knows how long, but never actually met before. So that was really good. And obviously this year, yet again, we've got a lot of people coming this year that know of or spoken to online, have never actually met them in person. So we've got a few returning ticket holders this year, but we have got a huge amount of new people coming this year as well. A large amount of new people coming this year. And like you said, Rob, the thing is, it has grown in a year. It's crazy how much it's grown in just 1 year compared to last year. And we were already thinking about this year before we'd even done last year. So we were already approaching people. We were already arranging things, and we hadn't even had last year's event.
Yeah, that just, you know, brings into the, you know, scope of the size of or the organizational tasks that you have, you know, to make something like this happen. Because otherwise, you know, people in the UK would literally not have any access, like you said, to these people. It would just all be on the box. And I think that, you know, the UK has been a bit of a late starter when it comes to Paracons, and you has spearheaded the need and made it quite clear that there is a huge market for an event like of this caliber, and hopefully that is something that will catalyze, and more events like this will be, you know, popping up that we can all enjoy without having to travel over here. Because I know quite a few people that make the trek that way from the UK over to events over here. If you're going to do that, then why not make it, you know, the other way as well? I noticed you've still. Do we have any Saturday tickets still available? I know that there was some new ones.
5 left.
5. Literally have 5 Saturday tickets left, but we did add extra tickets. We added extra Saturday and Sunday tickets, and out of those extra tickets that we put out there, we've got 5 left for Saturday, we've got 10 left for Sunday, and that is it. And those are the extra ones.
Yeah, I'm really hoping too that Richard comes again this year, because I have something very special for him when I see Richard. Looking forward to that. You know, we've I think one of the things that really blew me away last year as well was just how many people had been to the UK before. It was like, you know, the second or third or fourth time. If you're going to see if you're into the paranormal, there's no better excuse to come over. And the fact, thank God, by the way, that you had this event scheduled for the summer. Bless you, and bless you, because we don't have to sort of worry too much about the temperatures, because September's a pretty safe bet in the UK. Right. It's funny.
I don't know. It's really sketchy. It's sketchy here at the moment.
Is it really?
We'll see. But we have got a lot of people coming over from the US again this year.
Yeah.
Well, this year we have a large amount of people coming from the US this year.
Yeah. I think we've got another group, I think, coming over. That with what's her name?
With Maria. So it's the Magical Mystery.
Maria. Yes. Sorry, it's all right. I've been awake for 3 days and had 9 hours.
No. Yeah, Mysterious Adventure Tours. They're doing a tour for 10 days, and part of that tour is the festival.
Yeah, and Maria does such great tours.
That'd be great. What I'm looking forward to about all the Americans coming over is that I always find it fascinating, the differences between investigative styles, between what we might do in the UK and what they might do over there, and what they experience with hauntings and the paranormal in America compared to ours. Whilst we have, I suppose we have the history here, over in America, it seems much more violent and aggressive. That's if you go by what you see on TV. So it'd be great to hear their experiences and their responses to that. So I'm looking forward to picking brains and making some American friends. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I'm just having the comments have stopped. All the comments have stopped.
Okay,
I did. Where did I know? I just thought that. I thought
it's gone very quiet. Now the karaoke talk stopped and the tea talk has stopped. It's serious. Maybe we need to switch it back to some more banter. We're losing folk. They're not commenting.
Oh,
but,
well, so why don't we ask people like what they're going to go as? So I know that kind of defies the point with a.
It's not fancy dress. It's not fancy dress. Have you bought your tuxedo yet? Do you have a smart shirt? Have you got your suit?
I will be I will be suitably attired. Yes, and yes. And you won't at all know it's me because with my masquerade thing with my stick like that, you will not at all notice the blonde ponytail coming out the back of my head. I will definitely be suitably attired. That's actually one of the things that I love the most. That's why I was so happy when you said it was going to be a masquerade goth ball. Because I've only ever done one of those before and it was fantastic. And the host, who is a good friend of mine, was dressed from top to toe in black patent leather. And it was not quite eyes wide shut, but it was definitely refreshing and different. And I think that masquerade and paranormal, for obvious reasons, go really hard hand in hand. But Rach, I can see you wearing a tiara and your black, your masquerade thingamajig, dripping with pearls and waving your hand and saying, "Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake."
I do actually have some sort of tiara, but it's kind of made of thorns. So I'm going quite weird. I'm embracing the goth side of me. But I'm not sure about the pearls. I don't know whether we're having the same kind of conversation here or not.
Oh dear. Stand clear.
They've got nothing. So Nikki's saying she can't wait for the ball, and Alistair got nothing so far. Don't know where to start. You're running out of time, Alistair. You're running out of time, my friend. You have to get a move on.
Sally Army would be a good place. You could be amazed what you could together there. You could take sequins from a dress and sew them onto a jacket. A bit Liberace-esque. You don't have to go out and spend hundreds of pounds on clothes. Be a bit creative. Do a bit of a Blue Peter badge job. And
we should have an award for the best dressed and most creative. Actually, what do we think of that?
I think that's an absolutely brilliant idea.
Okay,
that's what I suggested, isn't it?
What award?
But then also, nobody needs to feel pressured that you have to dress up. It's not a case of you've got to. Yes, we're putting a gothic masquerade ball on, but it's dinner, drinks, it's a party. So if you don't feel that you want to dress up and go out and spend money, you don't have to. No one is expected to go out and spend money and dress up if they don't choose to. If they don't want to, that's absolutely fine. It's not a problem at all. You'll still be able to come. We won't discriminate. But I just wanted to make that clear to people because I know obviously after paying for your ticket, paying for your accommodation, and paying for everything else, I know that some people may not have the spare money to go out and buy something. Don't feel like you have to because you don't need to. If you want to dress up and you want to go out and buy an outfit, absolutely fine. Do it. If you want to make an outfit, brilliant. If you don't want to, then that's absolutely fine too, just so everyone knows that. Because I don't want anyone to feel like they've got to go out and spend money or dress up when they don't feel like they want to or feel comfortable to.
I had an idea, for those that can't, afford to or don't have the time to put something like that together. Maybe, Karen, just throwing it out there, you could have a masquerade mask thing with the Festival of the Unexplained logo or something, a Festival of the Unexplained, so that they can just at least keep their identity
Mm-hmm.
We have masks, don't we? We have many spare masks. So nobody
really?
will go with that. Yeah, not festival ones, but we hit China quite hard. So thank you, Shein. We now have a ridiculous amount of masks coming. So everybody, we'll provide one for anybody that might not have been able to purchase one. But the idea of the ball as well wasn't just, we kind of decided last minute, didn't we? We were sat in a coffee shop in York, we just done an investigation, and we talked about the festival. And I said, I want to get dressed up. I want to make an effort. I want to get dressed up. And that's how it came about. And it just went bonkers from there. It turned into a live band with karaoke and DJ and masks. And it was black and it was red. So it just kind of went a little bit out of control, all over a piece of coffee and walnut cake and an Americano. It just took off. So that was the idea behind it, is that I think that so many of us has worked so hard. We're all sort of working to live rather than working to be able to enjoy something. So with the cost of living crisis, we're working to live at the moment. So I think we all deserve a little bit of a blowout, a chance to get dressed up and have a bit of fun and do something that's completely out of our comfort zones and something we wouldn't have an opportunity to do otherwise. So I'm looking forward to the ball. It's just going to be great. But as Karen says, no pressure to buy anything. And I'm sure that we can find some suits and some masks should anybody need any assistance. If you are traveling from America, we can help you source those in the UK.
And like we said, it's red, and the theme is red in black because it's our logo colours. So rock up in something red or black or a bit of both, and you'll still be part of it anyway.
No Man United shirts, though. You wear a Man United shirt.
No football shirts. I draw the line at football shirts. No football shirts.
No Man United shirts. No.
No football shirts. We draw the line at that.
No trousers tucked into your socks either. You're not coming in.
So you can wear whatever you want as long as it's not football shirts and you're dressed smart.
And you're ready to party and karaoke. So we've only got a few minutes left. So I think, should we just do a quick recap before we say goodbye? And that is that if anybody does want to book a reading with Rob, then head over to his website, which is
www.spiritmedium.com, and click on the dates of the Festival Unexplained, and you'll see the date that I'll be doing readings, which is Saturday and on the Sunday. And then make your booking, and I can't wait for one to meet you and just enjoy with you this incredible event, which I've had which I've been chomping at the bit for all year now, and I'm really thrilled again to say, I'm so glad that it's in the summer, because from those of you that I have a couple of friends coming up that are going to be a few days on the English Riviera, which is sort of like our version of the of Cannes, which is Brighton. It quite sound as exotic as Cannes, but it's a good time. So anyway,
the Norfolk Broads, then it's like there's nothing glamorous there.
I've always wanted to go to Norfolk Broads. I thought the Norfolk Broads were a bunch of busty ladies.
I don't know. I've only been to Norfolk once, and it was very muddy. Smelled a little bit weird, but I'm willing to give it a go again.
All I know is Tyne and Weir. We want you, Tyne and Weir. Get your ticket now. The Saturday and Sunday tickets. You know who you are.
So, you must have secret messages. Love a secret message. And we do still have some day tickets remaining. Everything else is completely sold out. So if you do want to join us on either Saturday or the Sunday, then head over to www.festivalthenexplained.com/tickets-2/. So if you want to join us at the festival, you really are running out of time to purchase those tickets. It is happening in just a few weeks. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. It has been a pleasure as always. It's nice to see your smiling face on a Thursday evening. And we will see you in a few weeks. Thank you, and see you soon.
Looking forward to it. looking forward to it. Can't wait, and meet you all there.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and look out for our next live. Bye.